Marty couldn't make it. She lost her voice yesterday, and it went down to a whisper. And she always sort of talks softly anyway. And then with this, it was even yes.
Yeah.
So we never would have. So she's out drinking tea and lemon juice and trying to get better, and hopefully she'll be back next week.
Yeah.
We had Chris Miller said she would have come on, but we didn't give her enough notice. She needed at least a day, and then she wanted makeup and props. So, so we didn't get her. But just as another feedback on Chris, last week was her birthday, and we did a shout out to her on her birthday, and we told people that if they really wanted to know her age, they needed to talk to Mo Hardy because he's the only one that really knows. But we said you had to slip him a buck.
Okay.
Okay. He had $250 before we even got off the air.
That's awesome.
Anyway,
That's great.
but today we're sort of making this up as we go along. So first thing we're going to do is local events. This is what Marty usually does. So we're going to talk about fireside chats from Main Street Arts. The big news is, I know there were a lot of people last week that were going to go to the Problems with Beaver talk.
Yeah.
9 issues about beavers, and they actually, because of the storm, they postponed it, and you can go this week on the 27th to Main Street Arts and listen to Skip Leslie? Yes, listen to Skip talk about beavers. And then also our ongoing promotion is Chicago. It's coming to the Bellows Falls Opera House in March, and I hope you've got tickets. I see they're building scenery. There's some posts on Facebook of they're building the whole set and everything in the Opera House now, so something to see.
Is David Stern doing that?
David Stern,
yep,
our
great
guy.
show. He rounds up the crew.
It's going to be really good.
That's great.
And we forgot to start our clock, but Kim.
Yes, nice
How
to
are
see
you?
you.
Good
It's
to
so
see
good
you.
to be here again. Wow.
Yes. Here we are.
Yes.
You have an event coming up.
Yes, we do. We are having a Taste of Shona Night at the Bellows Falls High School on January 30th.
And for those of you, oh wow, you went out of,
Ooh.
you had, it was like a moment there. It was like the space-time continuum had been warped. Oh my God. Are you all right?
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay,
good.
good. Ah, man. Whew. Focus.
Yes.
Anyway, here we are again. We're with Kim,
Yes.
and we're just beginning to talk about the event that's coming on here this weekend. Not this weekend, but it's actually
No, it's next
week.
Wednesday, a week from tonight, a week from today.
Yes. And
Yes,
it's-
with the snow date of Thursday the 31st.
Oh, good to
we
know.
just put
Yeah,
that in place because it's this time of year.
it is
So,
good.
it
Well,
was a
we
good
just
idea.
heard about the beaver
Yeah,
thing that
the
got
beaver thing, yeah.
rescheduled because of snow. So
Yeah.
this could be something we
Yeah.
have to think about.
So we're gonna have a Get Your Fill at Shona Grill this now on January 30th at Bellows Falls High School, and it's a fundraiser for the trip to Europe. The kids, it doesn't matter what grade you're in, as far as I'm aware, and you can go to Europe, and they're gonna go to
We wrote this down: Spain,
Spain,
Italy, and France.
Spain, Italy, and France.
The original trip was considered to go to Croatia, I heard.
I
but
think
that-
Greece.
And
Greece, but then they made it
Oh,
a
and
little
then-
less expensive
Oh, okay,
for
cool.
the family, so
All
they
right.
cut out Greece.
But one of the things we need to do is raise money, right?
Yeah, we need to raise money, and we are, so we're gonna do a Taste of Shona Night. We're doing burgers, Vermont burgers. We'll have maple mayo there, Henka fries, footlong hot dogs, Shona salads.
Great. And for those of you who don't know, Kim was the owner and operator of Shona Grill
Shona
for
Grill.
many years.
Yes.
Not that many years, but a few
5
years.
years.
5
Yeah,
years.
5 years.
You did the world's longest barbecue.
Yes, 2 Guinness Book Challenge
Two
events.
Guinness Book challenges back to
Oh.
back.
Yes.
And did you ever hear back from them?
Oh, they got us on some small little technicality.
Did they really?
They did. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's we
They-
talked about that at
crowd
another show.
control and yeah.
Crowd control?
Yeah. They're like very picky about like crowd control, people coming near you, coming
Oh.
and talking to you in the tent.
Wow.
There's just little
Yeah,
nuances. I always wish I did it just one more time.
Well,
I figured third
there's
time
the
would have been a
summer.
charm. Yeah, I know. In the refrigerator. My old staff were like, "Don't do it again." Not that they didn't love it,
We'll
but
pay you.
they were just like, "That was a long night."
Yeah,
We
yeah.
usually work 40 hours in one shift.
Mm-hmm. It's good for overtime, though.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's real good.
Not so good for the operator, or the owner-operator, but.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
Yeah.
good. It was well worth it.
But this event, you're gonna recreate the Shona, because, it was the best fries
Oh,
and
the fries were
burgers,
good.
and
Yeah.
so it's all the favorites are coming back, huh?
Yeah, the big favorites will be back.
And how's this gonna work as far as you're gonna be overseeing it, but you're not actually doing all the work, are you?
I'm gonna cook. I'm thinking I'm gonna cook, and I'm gonna have Emily there. Emily, who worked for me, she's the
Oh, yeah,
long
yeah,
hair.
yeah.
She's gonna be there. I'm trying to see if I can find a few more to recruit for the night. And what we're gonna do is the kitchen staff are also very supportive at Bellows Falls High School. Harley and his crew, so they're doing a lot of the prep, getting
Okay.
everything up and ready for the night. So mostly, and we've taken a lot of pre-orders. Andrea Scott's a machine.
Oh, really?
Dance Away Cancer.
Yeah, okay.
Andrea Scott, and she's gotten well over $500 worth of orders so far.
All right.
I don't know if other kids have
Yeah,
that much in
yeah,
order,
yeah.
but Andrea's
That's
definitely a big proponent of this night. And so what we did by getting some pre-orders, we would understand the magnitude of the event
Yeah,
or not.
okay.
But on Facebook right now, it says like 331 people are coming.
Yeah, well, I think it's gonna be huge.
You don't realize what you
Yeah.
got till it's gone. Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of nervous but yet excited because it's a new format.
Yeah.
I toured the kitchen recently, so I knew what we
Well,
were
that's a good
doing.
thing.
Isn't that a good
But
thing?
I sort of remember weren't the fries like a 2-day process somewhere?
Yes, I've
So-
been strategizing. I need to have the fries cut this week, soak them so I can par fry them.
Oh,
And par fry them so this weekend, so then I'll freeze them
uh-huh.
and
And
refrigerate
then
them.
bring that,
And
because
then we'll
remember,
bring it
it
back
was,
out, 'cause that's the key.
It was a real process,
Yeah.
and you had these secrets, and I'm surprised you're sharing over the air because, yeah.
Well, you know,
But,
I just figure.
you never
You gotta
know,
get it
though.
right.
These
You gotta
trade
have my
secrets.
balance to the
Chinese
water.
are stealing trade
I'm
secrets.
not giving you the maple mayo recipe.
Okay. But, go back to pre-orders though, because
Yeah.
how can people pre-order?
They find a student that's going on the trip.
Uh-huh.
My son Brendan's going on the trip. He's so quiet. He's
Yeah.
so shy, so he's having a hard time getting orders. But yeah, so you find, I suppose we'd find a list of the kids that are going on the trip.
That would be a good thing.
But you can also just get food that
Like-
night and just
Yeah,
show
I understand,
up.
but I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
thinking that so are people pre-ordering to like come and then just pick it up and go? Or
Yeah,
are they-
we'll have takeout.
Oh,
yes.
neat.
Yes, we just
Yeah.
figured that would be easy. We would put everything in takeout boxes for sort of that Shona experience. So
Sure,
if you're
yeah.
eating in or taking out.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
But could they go to your Facebook page?
They should go to my Facebook page. There'll be comments on there.
Yeah.
And we can put
Is there
list.
Is there an event
Yes.
on there is an event on Facebook?
Yes, there's an
And it's-
event.
Okay. Because maybe you could put a note there about how to pre-order. and stuff.
That's a good idea. I'll
Or-
do that. I will get with Amber.
We're working
We'll do
this out
that.
as we go. You know,
No,
this is a good
definitely.
idea.
Well, it's just, yeah.
But another thing, we were showing these shirts, but another thing you can get at the event are the shirts, right?
Yeah, you could buy one of these great
Because these are really
shirts.
cool Shona Grill shirts.
Amber made these. She's pretty amazing. And you can get these shirts. It's going to be a 50-50 raffle that night. I know Faith Ford and Faith Toyota will be there. They have something coming up, possibly, but it needs to get approved tonight at the board meeting. So,
Oh, are they going to do
I'm
like an
sworn to
event sort of
secrecy.
thing? Oh,
um,
like a prize or something?
or maybe not. No, they've donated a generous amount to the trip experience. And so he's going to do something for employees and employees of the school and their families.
Oh, nice.
And students' families
Yeah. Oh,
that
that's
attend
great.
Bellows Falls High School. So that's coming around. You'll know more about that.
Yeah, we'll
If
know
you
about
watch the
that.
board
This is
meeting
you're
tonight, you'll
teasing
find out
us,
about
right?
it.
You're
I
teasing
sort of
us.
am,
Okay.
yes. I'm not good at secrets.
All right. Anyway,
So yeah, we're excited about this night.
good.
Yeah.
And that's next Wednesday,
Next
a week
Wednesday,
from today.
a week from today,
What time?
at 5:00
5 o'clock,
till 8.
5 till 8,
Or-
and it's at the
Bellows
Bellows Falls Union High School
in the cafeteria.
in the cafeteria. And it's a taste of Shona Grill.
Taste of Shona Grill.
And it's a fundraiser for the Europe trip. And when is is this gonna be like a spring trip? Or
Yeah, it's in April.
not- okay, so for spring break?
This is
Yeah.
during spring break. Yeah, they usually go
Nice.
during spring break. So I think it should be pretty neat. I was gonna say one more little thing about it. Can I tell you the irony of the 30th?
Please.
That's the day I told everybody that I was going to close.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
Well, like just a year ago?
Yeah, it was just a year ago on the 30th.
When
When I
That
said,
is
all right,
crazy.
I've
I'm done.
I've got to, got to
Yeah,
do this
yeah.
based on X, Y, and Z. It just sort of made sense. So I was trying to give everybody the month notice. And when I was looking at Facebook,
And
I
it was
happened
today,
to see that
or
date
a year
of the
ago
30th.
today, or the 30th, not today.
So,
okay.
isn't that interesting? I
That
seem
is
to do on
interesting.
things. Whenever I would do fundraisers for the school, I would always try to wrap it around a holiday,
Yeah.
Mardi Gras or something like that. And it sort of works out. I created my own little Shona
You had your
holiday.
own
A sad
anniversary.
holiday. Yeah.
Yes. Sad.
So, but yeah.
But you've moved on. What?
I have.
And can you tell us about that?
Yes. For a while, I was working with Chef Dave at the Tech Center in Culinary Arts, working
Okay.
a couple
Yeah,
days
that's
a week.
where I thought you had gone.
Yeah, and I worked in the dining room. It was 2 days a week, 2 hours a day. So it wasn't anything huge,
Yeah, you
but it
can't
was an
base a career
opportunity to
on
get
that.
through the door, because most opportunities come to those who come through the door and
Yeah,
not just stand
that-
outside and look through the window.
That's true. Oh, you should put that on this shirt.
Right? Be my quotes. And at the same time, I was also working for VTVLC. It's called Vermont Virtual Learning Cooperative.
Uh-huh.
And we are a cooperative in that we don't actually employ any of our own teachers. We use teachers that work at all the different Vermont schools. We have about 26 partner schools. And we essentially extend schools' course of studies by offering courses online.
Yeah, okay.
So they could take AP stats, they could take anatomy and physiology online, geometry, you could take electives. And it works out that the teachers might come from and work at Enosburg
Oh, okay.
or at Virgins High School or South Burlington.
And so basically you've recruited or somehow formed this group of teachers who already teach.
Yes, we
And
already-
they're very high quality teachers, probably maybe the best in the state.
Well, yeah, because they're Vermont licensed teachers, and on top of it, they also have this online teaching certification,
Oh, okay.
which is a specialist endorsement for their license. I just got mine actually.
Oh, good.
It's about a 10-month course,
Uh-huh.
and it teaches you everything you want to know, because face-to-face learning is interesting enough, but then all of a sudden you're not in a classroom
Yeah.
with someone, so you can't read body language. If they're not showing up, you got to find them, and they really, students have to take a lot of their own self-direction and motivation
that's a
to
lot
get
more of that,
online
yeah.
and do their work, because online, it'll just get there. If
Yeah, I
you've
can do
taken
that
an online
at
class,
any
I can do
time.
that anytime.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, anytime runs out. And then they're like, no. But we offer classes like Japanese, Chinese, and here in Vermont, you might not be exposed to some of these opportunities, but because of this, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
And how does it work as far as credit? It's high school level work.
High school level.
Okay. How does it work as far as you getting your credits on your transcript or whatever, your permanent record card
On your
or whatever?
record. It's actually really seamless, because the school counselors have access to our system, and then when you're done with the course, they print out the grade report and they just add it to your
Oh,
high school
really?
transcripts.
Boy.
And
they
then
do.
other people I send transcripts. So I have some students are 7th and 8th graders. They're going off to prep high schools.
Yeah.
I was looking at
Oh,
some
yeah,
of the
I can
tickets on
imagine.
those.
Now,
Yeah.
that's-
And they're taking these extra courses. So I'm having 8th graders taking pre-cal and passing Japanese or German 1.
Well, it's a really great, obviously it's the first I've heard of this. It's an amazing opportunity for kids who live in a rural area who may not have on their
Right.
curriculum. I mean, I can't imagine there's too many Chinese teachers in Bellows Falls.
No,
or,
there isn't.
or a lot
She
of.
lives over at Leland and Gray. She works at
Really?
Neat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's even more interesting because it lets you. I don't know why I think these stereotypical things, but I always think that people would live in Burlington.
Right.
And it's like, okay, but
Because everybody
Leland-
says, "Oh, you live in Vermont? Is that close to Burlington?"
Right, exactly. No, I live there. Is that in
No,
Vermont?
I'm closer to Boston, actually. No, just kidding. But
yeah.
it's I think it's neat. We have about 1,200 students take courses with us. So we run regular traditional semester-long courses, but then we also have these on demand, so you could start them on the 1st or the 15th of the month.
Wow.
And then this way it's a rolling start, so you can take courses over the summer. I have a student who, his father, it just changed custody of his father. His father lives in Vermont,
Yep.
St. John's River area, but his father works winters down in St. Thomas.
Oh.
And he needed to go with his father.
Yeah.
So now he's doing all of his school work
From
online.
St. Thomas?
From St. Thomas.
Oh.
He can stay current with his Vermont teaching standards, the levels that he needs to
Right.
maintain for his credits. And then when he returns, he'll just get right
He'll
back
slip
in.
right back into the
and he gets
classroom.
slipped right back. Yeah. We also have this cool thing. It's called a PASS.
Mhm.
And it's a personalized assessment of student standards. And what we do is you can self-develop your own course.
Oh, neat.
We had a girl go to
like,
India.
Really?
Yeah, and she designed an Indian children's literature, and she did this whole paper on it and researched and submerged herself in the culture,
Uh-huh.
and then
And wrote a paper, and that
on it
was
and
the
got an
fun-
English credit.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah,
So how do people learn about this?
we have open houses. We spend a lot of time. My boss, they tweet a lot. We put it on Facebook. We reach out to homeschool families.
Oh, I
If-
bet that's really
yeah,
big for them too. 'cause
really
they-
big for
they're
homeschool.
Huge.
And it's nice because Bellows Falls is a partner school. We have like 3 teachers that teach there, but only one is the partner teacher. Mostly math and biology, marine science type of classes. We even have forensic science. And then what Bellows Falls is a partner, Springfield's a partner, so any of this area. So if you take a course, it won't cost you anything out of pocket. Isn't that kind of nice?
That is amazing.
Yes.
So it doesn't necessarily cost. It doesn't cost anything.
It doesn't cost anything. It's an extension of the course of studies for the high school.
Yeah.
If you missed or didn't pass biology, you can
You
take
can
it
just
over
take
the
it
summer
again.
online.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
you have up to 6 months to finish it, or the traditional setting is
Mhm.
you could do that. Some kids are on work co-op and they go to work.
Yeah.
So instead of going to work, they do their night work and they take analyzation about films or
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have
they-
Beatles and literature.
Say that again.
Beatles in
In lit-
literature. And it's how the Beatles and their songwriting,
yeah, yeah.
their song lyrics and everything relate
Right.
to literature.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that kind of neat?
That sounds good. I
Yeah.
might have to go back to high school.
I know,
think.
it's kind of...
It's much more interesting than when I was there.
I know, we offer more and more. And we have about 1,200 students. We run out on about like a $550,000 budget.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
thanks to some grants and other things.
And
We
that
really
comes
keep it
from
going.
the federal government or from the state or
Yeah, we're right
or
through the
both?
state of Vermont.
Wow.
We get our funding
Yeah.
through there.
Well, that's
And
really cool.
Isn't that
And
nice?
you
BSAC.
do you work from home or do you work from the
Mm.
tech center?
I work out of the tech center, and it's nice to go to the office to get the
Yeah,
synergy
yeah.
because I'm the student support, and then we have our technical person, and then we have our accounting person, and Jeff, he's our director. He's
Mm-hmm.
great. He created the place 10 years ago. And then on bad weather days,
Yeah.
like Monday,
You can work
we've
from
got to
home.
work from home.
Yeah, that's
Most
nice.
days, yeah.
That's
So
very
if the
nice.
building got new floors in the gym over the summer, we spend a week at
You know,
home
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of smelling the new floor surface. So it's nice.
Yeah.
It's flexible.
Well, I would imagine it doesn't, although you work, I imagine it's media specific, not necessarily place specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very rarely. I don't use a stapler much anymore. I don't need a roll of tape.
What? How
Paper
about
budget.
no
Next to
paper?
nothing.
Get
no paper,
out.
except for printing out a transcript. Isn't that
All right.
amazing?
That is amazing.
Huge budget savings. It's not for everybody
I know.
because you have to be self-motivated, but it's
Yeah,
a good.
but it's sort of like the coursework then.
extension.
If you're
Yeah.
good, it's like, and it actually, I think, I don't know whether I read this or it was a study. That's the wave of the future. Is that people are? It's more important to be able to teach yourself and be self-motivated than it is to have a specific degree. And they're saying because learning is the life and business and jobs are changing so much and so rapidly that it's more important to be able to learn than it is to have specific knowledge about something.
Yeah. Being
Yeah.
able to learn, yes.
Yeah, being able to learn is, and this is like it's like a cornucopia of opportunities.
It is. You would
You're
love to hear
motivating
that.
me here, you know?
Woo!
It's like,
It's so exciting.
all right,
So yeah, you got some
lots of good stuff going on with
There's
you.
lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
Never stop moving.
Because before you came to the Shona Grill, you did the Shona Grill, but before that you were doing hospitality, right?
Yeah, I taught hospitality.
And then you did something with the Chamber of Commerce, wasn't it? Or with that space? I can't remember.
I volunteered
Oh.
at the Waypoint Center so
Yeah.
I could open it because the Waypoint Center, it was a grant and someone's supposed to man it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when the chamber moved out, there wasn't anyone to be there. So between Dutch and Tim, I said, well, why don't I do some volunteering? Which really helped because then I learned more because I'm on
That
the
got you in the
president
door.
of BFTA
Oh.
still, the Bellows Falls
Oh, I didn't
Downtown
realize
Development
that.
Alliance, yes. I'm still doing that. We're always looking for new volunteers that want to join us, that's for sure.
That's another really successful
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
All the storefronts
Isn't that
are like,
amazing downtown?
yeah,
Yeah.
guys do good work.
Yeah, Bellows Falls downtown is coming around, and we put up all the Christmas decorations. We'll be taking those down next weekend, I believe, before the Super Bowl, early in the morning.
Is that the plan?
That's the plan, as long as it's not windy and freezing cold. But yeah, we're always trying to, find
Yeah.
ways. You see all the nice bump outs and the way
Yeah, no, it's really
they redid
nice.
the crosswalks because
And, like,
Green Up Day down there, and
We were
really-
talking, I'm not sure if there are any store openings anymore, are there?
I think Michael might have one,
One,
and
really?
the Arms Block
Yeah.
down there, and there might be a few upstairs.
There are so many new businesses and so many nice little things going on downtown now.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
got to go to Wonder Bar the other night.
Oh, isn't
Wonder
that-
Bar?
yeah,
That place
yeah.
is just like walking out, it's like, talk about time capsule. You go
Yeah.
through the door and you end up somewhere else.
Yes, you do.
They've done
Definitely.
an amazing job with that space. And then
Yeah.
Moondog Cafe, it's
Both,
great.
and
Yeah.
it's sort of interesting because I find them uniquely different.
Right?
They're
Yeah.
both unique, but they're different from each other. And one's, I like how
think it's good.
they complement each other.
Good
But they're
And I
fun.
think something new is going to be moving into the 7 spot. Cafe
Well, that's
7.
what I was. Alex told me last week that there's a place called the Blue Silo.
Yes. the
And
Blue
it's going to
Silo.
be from 7 in the morning till 1 in the evening
Yeah.
operation that
Yeah.
is really going to be ambitious. They're talking about
Yes.
seating 40 or 50 people.
That's ambitious, yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited for him.
Yeah.
It's nice to have new fresh blood.
Well,
I heard it comes
I-
from the Boston market.
That's what Alex
Boston
again was telling
restaurant.
me, that he was one of the best bartenders in Boston. I guess he won awards for that, and he's coming up
Ooh.
here and he's going to start that here. So, boy, between the New York feel of the
Yeah.
Wonder Bar and the Boston feel of the Blue Silo, we're going to be,
Yeah, we're
rock
gonna
it
be
out
quite
here.
Cosmo up here.
yes, quite cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan.
Well, back to, we got to talk about Shona Grill,
Yeah.
Taste of Shona Grill next week,
Good.
a week from today. It's going to be a fundraiser. You need to get there. If you want to order ahead, check out Kim's Facebook page or look for the event on the Facebook page, or find a high school kid wants to go to Europe. That shouldn't be hard to find a high school kid who wants to go to Europe.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give
Anyway.
the money.
And then you can pre-order, or you can show up on the night of at 5:30
Yep, 5
to 8,
o'clock.
and you
5
can
to 8.
order.
Yeah,
And
you can
that's it.
We'll have a line for folks that are pre-ordered, and
Oh,
then we'll have a
good
line
idea.
for folks that need to order, just so
Yeah,
you
so
took
you
the
can
time to
move through,
pre-order, you
yeah.
can get your food and be out
Yeah,
pretty
and you can get
fast.
T-shirts there. Do you know how much the
T-shirts.
T-shirts are going to cost?
I'm not sure. They're probably $10. I
Oh.
can't imagine.
I mean, it's a really nice shirt. You were
It
saying
is a
they
really nice shirt.
It's nicer than the ones that you had when you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did a really good job with the logo work and
Yeah.
putting that
it's
on the
great.
back. I'm really impressed.
Okay. I think we are about at the end of our rope here. We're
This is
looking
great.
forward to seeing
been fun.
Marty back next week. And until then, thank you for coming
Thank
on
you.
again.
Oh,
And
thanks for having
man,
me.
it was
I'm honored.
good talking to you. And this
Yeah.
whole school thing, I think we should come back and
I told
flesh that out and do
Jeff
some
we should come- yes,
do
definitely.
some media stuff and show how to get on and give people a little more contact
That would be
information.
great. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for
Thanks, Kim.
giving me time.
Well,
Thank
that's
you.
us. That's all we have for this week, and we'll see you in a week. Bye, Bells.
That's it, folks, for the feed. Be sure to catch us every Wednesdays at 7:30 a.m. Also, find us on Facebook at Fact TV, or tell us what you think. thefeed8@gmail.com. And don't forget to watch the feed online at www.fact8.com.